Welcome back to this SketchUp for Engineers course by Firestarter Graphics and Engineering. Today we're going to talk about our first solids. Now, up until this point, we've done a lot of drawing and working drawings and some layout work and some modeling, but we've talked a little bit about solids, such as it can hold water, but we haven't talked about solid tools or how to cut through a solid without messing up the mesh. Now there's two ways to do this. We can do it natively, or we can use extensions called solid tools that SketchUp Pro comes with that will do things the exact same way natively, but a lot faster. So natively just means doing it the old school way by hand and all this fun stuff, and then the solid tools is just an extension that can do all of that but faster, because obviously it's a computer. Anyway, so let's kind of see what's in store for us today. So we're going to do some basic modeling, some components and solids, some solid tools, doing things old school such as the native tools, and making solids the old school way. I'm going to talk about the Dave method. The Dave method is a method that was created by a lot of other people kind of at the same time, but this gentleman named Dave kind of mentioned it first. He's on the forums. If you ever join the forums, you'll see him. His name's Dave R. He'll always be able to answer anything. He's like a SketchUp sage. He is like a master at this program. There's a lot of people who are masters at this program. Box, Dave R., Ian, Tim. There's a lot that on the forums that can help you out. We've done modeling in meters and then scaling to inches, but this might be a good time to review that. And then the move, copy, multiply, and divide functions. You saw me do that with the rotate in chapter 2.5, but now we're going to try it with the move function. So this is the part we're actually going to make. This is a reference block. It's kind of got a few things that are interesting if we look at it. It's got a chopped out section right here. It's got this milled out section right here. And then this ground off face right here, or machined face, if you want to look at it that way. And then it's got this hole that's been drilled at an angle. So this is where we're going to need to use a different method to create that, because all the holes that you've seen so far, like this one, all 90 degrees and perpendicular and go straight through. So how do we create something this way? It's hard. We can't just draw an ellipse and pull at an angle. That would be great if we could do that. But what we're going to have to do is something a little different that's actually better than using a push-pull type method I just mentioned. So, alright, let's go ahead and open up a blank canvas and start talking SketchUp. Alright, so here's our blank canvas. I just opened up my last used template. We're not going to need too much right now, because the first thing we're going to do is not draw that reference block. I'm actually going to make a cube. We're going to do a 2500 millimeter by 2500 millimeter cube. Control Shift E, pull it up 2500 millimeters. Okay. Now, why am I doing this? Because I want to show you how to move things and multiply and divide our movements and do some very precise movements. So, alright, I like components better than groups. I'm picky, I know. Okay, first you're going to hit the M key. I remember last time, if we're not inside the component, if we just select a single line and hit move, notice it pulls that geometry all funky like. I mean, you could create that Star Wars vehicle by just doing that, Wow, that triggered a memory. Holy crap. Anyway, you know, so pick a vortex, not a vortex, a vertex, move it around. Let's click in here again. Let's just move right on that corner. See, you can do some cool stuff. Hold Alt to do the auto fold option, and you get some really interesting movements as well. Okay, so let's be, now if it was a flat surface, this, and I select one line, hit the move tool, you can shrink the line and whatnot. So, but right now we don't need that. So let's get rid of this. So we have our component. So let's use the move tool. It doesn't matter what you click, anywhere you click is going to move it. So see that? But I'm going to hold control. I'm going to let go right now, so I have this copy. Now I'm going to type in a distance, so keep it on the red line by hitting the right arrow. I'm going to type in a distance of 6,700 millimeters. Okay. Now, we're not done yet. I could type in X10. Now what that's going to do is now I have 10 copies, but each copy is now 6,700 millimeters apart. Now if I don't run any other command, I'm going to hit X5. Okay. Now I'm actually going to type in 500. No, 5,000. Hit enter. It's going to shrink that distance X50. Okay. Not bad. So now I'm just going to do X5. Okay. I'm going to go ahead now and get rid of these 5. So that was with the multiplication. So let's go ahead and do division. Select our component. Make sure you don't grab the rotate handles. I'm just going to grab anywhere along here. Click once, hold control just to get our copy. Right arrow to force it along there. And I'm going to type 50,000. Okay. That's going to put us way out here. Then I'm going to hit divided by 10. And that's going to fill in 10 even spots along there. Now if I don't touch anything else, I'm going to hit divided by 2. Divided by 5. Divided by 8. Divided by 7. I think you get the gist of it. Also, I'm going to type in 65. 1, 2, 3. Enter. Okay. Now it's 65,000. Divide that by 2. Divided by 9. So, just kind of a quick little tip on the move tool. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all of these. We don't need them. Let's try rotation. Rotation's kind of the same way. I'm going to keep it on the blue, so hit the up arrow. I'm going to rotate right here. I'm going to rotate along this. Nah, I don't want that axis. I want right here. Whoops. Okay. Click on that. Then rotate. That's where my center of rotation is going to be. And then right here. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to hold control to get that copied. So now what we could do is I'm going to say, let's come up with a weird number. 25.5 degrees. Okay. Times that by 6 of them. Okay. Times that by 12 of them. Times that by 13. Okay. An interesting, cool looking shape. Okay. Or I could say, how about I do every 60 degrees. Okay. That will give us 6 of them. Or every 30 degrees. That'll give us even more. Then I could do 60 times that by 2. There you go. Or 60 degrees times that by 4. Okay. Alright. So you kind of get the gist of it. But let's try one more. Let's do the division. Select your object. I'm just going to come out to here. Click that point. Control. Full circle is 360 degrees. Okay. Now I'm going to divide that by 3. Okay. Now I'm going to divide that by 5. Divide it by 8. Divide it by 9. Divide it by 4. Divide it by 6. Divide it by 12. Divide it by 13. Divide by 14. Divide by 20. 40. Okay. A lot you can do. Okay. Pretty interesting. So that is the move and rotate tool, kind of in a nutshell. So anyways, let's move on and let's start modeling that reference block. So thank you for watching this video, and now let's move to the next video.